Hello YouTubers and welcome to the channel. It's all about racing. We're going to take a look at two C7 Corvettes. One on the left, made by TSM as part of their Le Mans collection. It is a die-cast model on a plastic base and sells for a whopping 25 bucks. I consider it one of the better values in 143 scale models. The one on the right is made by Spark. It's resin. Is on a wooden base and sells for about $75. Today we're going to take a look at the two and try to determine whether, in your opinion, buying the Spark is worth 3 times as much as the TSM model. So let's go take a dive and a closer look. Take a look at the side of the cars. Can't tell a whole lot of difference between the two. Granted, the TSM model on the left is a 2015 version of the C7 Corvette, and the one on the right, the Spark model, is a 2018 version. And I'll be honest with you, the 2018 version is a GTLM version. Aerodynamics were at a premium at that time, and they're much more significant than that of the 2018, particularly in regards to the rear diffuser. So kind of rule that out when taking a look at them. But if you take a look at them from the side, they both look like nice models. Both look relatively well done. The TSM model clearly is missing the aerials, which are very, very obvious. You can see 3 of them sticking out of the top of the one on the right. And you can also, on the front of the hood, you can tell that the TSM model is missing the front ailerons, which basically are little antennas that they measure wind and air speed with, and you can clearly see that on the Spark model. Take a look at the side. $25 model. Looks nice. It's a very good representation. Number 64 model, the Pro entry from the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Wheel detail, looks good. Not bad. Mirror, rear wing, all very, very nicely done. You take a look at the Spark model, though, and things really start to pop. Wheel detail is clearly significantly better. All the decaling, the wrap on the side look much better on the Spark model than it does on the TSM model. The aerials are even more enhanced when you take a look at it closer. Now let's take a look at, and also you really have to mention something that you really can't miss. On the bottom here, the exhaust. This is a front engine car, and the exhaust does come out the side. That is on the side rail of the car. And, you know, they have an aluminum strip that covers it so it doesn't heat it up because that's carbon fiber and melt it. If you take a look at the other model, there's an exhaust there, but quite frankly, you can barely see it. Now let's take a look at the front of the car. Now we're looking at the front of both of the cars. And while the TSM model is elevated because the stand is higher, the differences, I think, between the two are also significantly more apparent. Let's take a look at the nose of the TSM first. Nicely done. It has, you can see, a fairly detailed front splitter. You've got the grille work. Nice Corvette decal. The headlights, I'll tell you, they look pretty doggone good for a $25 model. Not bad at all. The detail with the Mobile One and the 24-hour logo, and particularly the Jake logo right before the scoop, for the radiators there. Interior details, you can see the steering column, you can see the steering wheel, and you can see some of the support struts in there. Not bad at all. The mirrors look good, and you've got the black Corvette banner. Take a look at the Spark model, and everything just pops out more. Very, very nice front splitter. You've got the tow hook. You don't have that on the TSM model. Look at the grille work on this, particularly when I do that. You can clearly see that that is a mesh grille. It's not plastic. It's not painted. You have fog lights in there that are not apparent on the TSM model. The headlight detail stands out even more on this model than it does on the TSM, not too surprisingly. Decals on the front of the car and everything look good. Oh, the front aileron, which I almost forgot about. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but we saw that from the side. That is missing on the TSM model. You can clearly see it on this one. And if you look at the interior detail, it's very, very hard to see from here, but it is substantially better. The framework, you've got the support struts for the windshield. You have decals on the almost the dashboard side of the C7 Corvette. That obviously is for the cameras. You've got the black windshield banner, the mirrors, and the aerials, stand out. Apparently much more detailed. This is an aerial view looking at both cars. From this angle, they look a little bit similar. Granted, the decal work, or I guess you could call it the wrap, is a little different on both cars. But both cars look very good, I think, from the aerial view. You get down on it, and this is your $25 TSM car. Very good. I think a fine representation. But again, the details pop out a little bit more on this car, particularly in regards to the aerials, the vents on the side. Just everything in general looks a little bit better. Now, this is the rear of both cars. One thing that really stands out is the rear diffuser on the Spark model. Now, folks, let me tell you, this is a 2018 car. The TSM is a 2015. They did not have that advanced diffuser at the time when the C7 in 2015 ran. But if you take a look, a nice close look at the TSM model, it's not bad. You have a nice rear wing on there. Very nicely done. The back of the car looks good. One thing that is disappointing in this car, even at $25, is the fact that the rear headlights are painted in and they're not plastic inserts. Even for TSM, and quite frankly, for any 1/43 scale model, that's unforgivable, even at $25. You take a look at the Spark model, and you know what? That rear wing does pop out, significantly better, and you can see the carbon fiber makeup of that, clearly apparent. The rear of the car looks good. The rear diffuser is carbon fiber. It's massive. Again, that is a detail that Spark is known for, but again, the aerodynamics on this car were enhanced significantly over that in 2015. You do have rear vents that are very nicely done, and tow hook. But again, and in my review of this particular car, I gave it a scathing review because for a $75 model for a Spark, and I've got 60 of these in 1/43 scale, none have painted taillights. They're all plastic inserts. I can barely buy that for $25 on the TSM model, but it is absolutely unforgivable on this model. And I will just end my rant there. The question for you folks to decide is whether, you'd rather have this TSM model for a whopping $25 or spend $50 more and get the Spark. $25 or $75, that is for you, the consumer, to decide. And we vote with our money, our credit cards, whatever we do. Personally, as a collector, I like to collect a little bit of everything. Most of us, and to be honest with you, the Corvette on the left, the C7 2015 from TSM, was one of the first cars I bought because it was inexpensive. It was a C7 Corvette, and let me tell you folks, if you try to find a C7 Corvette on eBay right now, good freaking luck. They're just not there. Now, they probably made 20, 30,000 of these TSM models. The Spark model that you have back here is not a limited edition model. They probably made at least 10,000 of them, at least. But you just can't find them on eBay. And I don't know of any seller that has them. But I guess the question we have to ponder here is, if you were able to find both on eBay, would you spend $50 more for a Spark model at around $75? And good deals, probably could be found if there were more of them out there, or $25 for the TSM model. Give me your thoughts. Thanks for watching.